Hi everyone, I'm Edith Wallach, and welcome to Courageous Parenting, Transforming Challenges into Opportunities. Welcome, Sween Saini. Welcome.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for being here. And let me introduce myself. I'm Edith Wallach. I'm a transformational leadership coach. I'm a best-selling Amazon best-selling author, and we are committed here to empowering parents and children by building connection with love.
Hi everyone, I'm Filza Jabin, mother of 3 beautiful children, teen and parents transformational leadership coach. Welcome, Sween ma'am.
Thank you, Filza. I'm so proud to be part of this courageous parenting.
Okay, let me introduce you all to Dr. Sween Saini. Dr. Sween Saini is a clinical psychologist, psychotherapist, counseling expert, parenting coach, and career strategist. Dr. Sween is a kind human being inspiring every life, boosting everyone's morale to live life fully. With her 33 years of experience for various cultural programs and educational and motivational seminars, leadership conversation, during Train the Trainer program, Dr. Sween has also won many national and international awards, including Anti-Drug Awareness Mission Award and Global Mental Health Awareness Award. Welcome, Dr. Sween, ma'am.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Filza. Thank you so much, Edith. And I really appreciate your this campaign on the basis of courageous parenting, and you are trying to educate, empower, and support the people around the globe in a very, very much needed, I can say, challenge in parenting. So
Yes.
I'm so glad, I'm so proud, and I'm so thankful to be part of your campaign. Thank you so much.
Yes, same here. So let's move on with our conversation. Ma'am, can you share your professional background and experience in practicing CBT, particularly in the context of parenting?
Yeah, because my journey into the realm of psychology was not predestined, Filza, and it was even not driven by a particular career goal. Instead, it emerged as a universal calling guided by circumstances and a shared vision with my partner. So before marriage, my fiancé shared his dream of establishing an IT education center in his hometown of Hoshiarpur, a very, very rural area of Punjab. So it was meant to provide skill-based training to rural youth who was lacking access to quality education and opportunities. So my role as pioneer in computer technology, bringing in rural area, it was spreading awareness, guiding parents and youngsters since the day one. So I'm talking about 1991, 33 years back. And motivating and guiding parents for girls' education, their career mindset, and then mind shift from very traditional parenting to courageous parenting. So my focus evolved to encompass not just technical education, but also holistic development. So I sought to address the diverse needs of our young students and empower them to succeed in an ever-changing world. And parents were the first instrument in this change. So, till then I was not aware of this term CBT, but somehow we were addressing emotional needs and nurturing dreams, making perspective shift and coaching the mindset. And interestingly, that is the fundamental of cognitive behavior therapy. And additionally, my collaboration with Dr. Kiran Bedi in drug de-addiction program and my subsequent pursuit of a master's in clinical psychology led the foundation for the Mind Mentors, where we coach your soch, a platform dedicated to mental health awareness and support at local, national, and global levels. So eventually, psychology became my calling, the journey of my passion, dedication, and service to the community. So we can say that I didn't exactly choose psychology or CBT as a career. It sort of chose me. And in COVID times, I served global masses consistently in various areas of distress and then acclaimed an honorary doctorate in clinical psychology.
Wonderful.
Yes. One. Thank you so much. So can you, Dr. Sween, can you let us know about the challenges of parenthood in this tech prior society, and how can we support our children possibly using some of the CBT techniques?
Yeah. Thank you so much, Edith, for this question, because in my own words, parenting is a always ongoing training or institutional learning. And a child is a product of nature and nurturing, we all know. If we look at parenting in today's fast-paced, tech-centric world, definitely presents a huge myriad of challenges unparalleled in previous generations. So the pervasive influence of technology has altered every aspect of modern life, reshaping how families communicate, how we interact with each other, and how we navigate the world around us. So as society became increasingly reliant on digital devices and virtual platforms, parents are tasked with navigating the complexity of raising children in that era where screens compete for attention. Online interactions transcend geographical boundaries, and cybersecurity concerns loom large. So, in this dynamic landscape, the traditional roles and responsibilities of parenthood has shifted to unique challenges and opportunities. Balancing the benefits of technological advancements, I will say, with the inherent risk and drawbacks, it is very tricky and challenging. We all are witnessing that. And you will also agree, dear Filza and Edith, that parents, educators, and psychologists, they need to cultivate a nurturing environment that foster holistic development while preparing children to thrive in the digital age. And we, at the Mind Mentors, we are empowering digitally smart families, teaching them how to maintain this balance. So, as a psychologist and parenting coach, I witness parental guilt at large due to this change in scenario. And both parents working under their individual challenging scenarios in nuclear families are not able to give proper attention and time to kids. So, how I am going through this, your questions answer. Similarly, we first discuss the root cause of problem in CBT. So, then we go to solution. So, sometimes in contrast, modern parents came to me in a highly anxious, worried state of mind. In a society where parenting standards are often influenced by social media and online forums, parents may experience heightened pressure to meet unrealistic expectations or compare themselves or kids to others. So, parents either compensate for their absence or they always keep correcting the behaviors of children. There is no quality time for connection. So, youngsters start creating that connection in their own digital world. So this is how we educate and let parents aware about the problem. Because as a teen coach, I listen to them and observe youngsters feel powerless in the presence of adults around. And in virtual world, they feel powerful. It is their own word of fascination, own words of appreciation, likes, validity, acceptance, no judgment at all. And this tech prior society, children are often exposed to a huge group of influences and social pressure. So they are more aware due to this social exposure. This is more global exposure to them. They have artificial or virtual maturity. So I hope you will agree to this term. They are not grown cognitively or physically, but they are grown in knowledge. So setting boundaries around device usage and navigating the digital landscape, it requires very careful consideration and proactive measures for striking a balance between, I say, technology and constant ethical values. So here, as parenting coach, as a clinical psychologist, and even as a life skill trainer, my responsibility is to train them in educating children about online safety practices and fostering open communication channels, which are essential strategies in this cybersecurity risk area. So we enhance the nurturing real life connections and fostering meaningful relationship. I encourage children to engage in offline activities and cultivate interpersonal skills and form genuine connections with peers. One of my most appreciated programs for teenager and adolescent is My Life, My Choices. So, we are digital migrants, and these children of this age, they are digital natives. I hope you understand these terms.
Yes.
And with critical thinking skills and ethical awareness, it empowers them to navigate the digital landscape with confidence and wisdom. So I always offer them choices available these days, and then I narrate all the related consequences. Then I ask them, okay, what kind of consequence would you like to pick for your future career or future life? So, like this, engaging in an open dialogues about online behavior, digital footprint, and ethical confusions, it fosters responsible digital citizenship from an early age. So, navigating parenthood in tech-prior society, it necessitates a multifaceted approach rather than a traditional parenting approach. So that's how we are encouraging and inspiring parents to bring a change in their own mindset, and then educating and empowering youngsters to choose the right choices to have meaningful and peaceful consequences later in future.
So true, ma'am. So as we are focusing on, especially on CBT through you,
Yeah.
to like educate our parents, our viewers, could you please share a few principles of CBT and its application to parenting, like specifically related to CBT?
Definitely, this is the most beautiful technique if we talk about CBT, cognitive behavior therapy. So first of all, I would like to break this term in different terms. Cognitive means thoughts. We address thoughts as cognitions in psychology. And now, when we are addressing behaviors, so we teach our clients, either young clients or parents, how these thoughts leads to emotions, and then these emotions lead to specific behavior. Okay, so as we discussed, modern parenting often comes with significant stress due to busy schedule, social pressure, and information overload. CBT helps parents in managing stress and emotional regulation first, because whatever we are holding, we are serving accordingly. So parents, I think they are serving bowls. If they are carrying stress and emotional dysregulation, it will pass on to younger generation. So we help parents through CBT to identify triggers, then challenge their negative thought patterns. For example, if any parent says, I am a terrible parent if I can't manage this. So we shift their mindset to this, oh no, maybe I'm looking on the negative aspect rather than I should look at the positive aspect of my child first. So we encourage them to use strength of their children to overcome their weaknesses, and help to develop coping strategies like mindfulness, reframing thoughts to promote calmness and rationality in their behavior. So even CBT can improve how parents communicate with their children, especially teenagers. So we encourage empathetic communication. For example, a parent can say, they will never listen to me, It may hinder effective dialogue. So we teach them how to use better dialogues rather than don't do this. We encourage them to use let's do this way. So rather than picking negative behaviors and holding their actions, we ask parents to use positive instructional methods to enhance more positive dialogue. And we use problem solving skills to address conflicts. And we help them to break cycles of negative parenting patterns. For example, when we talk about with parents, we identify their challenging inherited beliefs. For example, discipline equals punishment, as we traditional parenting taught us. But we teach them connect before you correct. And also, we have to bring some consequences, rewards, in the parenting techniques rather than bringing punishment and discipline. So along with parenting teaching, we also support teenagers with emotional and behavioral issues. We strengthen co-parenting dynamics through CBT. We promote positive interactions through assertive communication and understanding.
That sounds amazing. So easy now.
Thank you so much.
So, yes, Edith, go ahead.
I wanted to ask, what are some main tips? I know you already started telling us tips how we can change that mindset for our children. But as we know, it starts with ourselves. It starts with us. So if we are being negative as parents, what questions do we get to ask ourselves in order to change that mindset, even though like it's habitual and it's passed on from our grandparents to our parents to us, and it's like even the words we say it exactly the same as our parents. So what is one way we can change it?
Wow, that's wonderful. And it exactly aligns with CBT technique, where we teach them reframing challenges as growth opportunities, as it is your event title also. So CBT encourages parents to view problems not as failures, but as learning experiences. So with this changing scenario in technology and in learning expertise, we let them identify cognitive distortion, such as I will never be good enough as a parent. Suppose a parent has this dialogue, and we teach them to replace with more balanced thoughts like, this is a chance to learn new strategies along with my child. And we help them to shift the perspective from why this is happening to me to what can this teach me. So when parent will think of taking any lesson or thinking of new perspective in parenting, it will help child also to think otherwise. For example, a child refuses to do homework can be reframed as an opportunity to teach responsibility and problem solving skill rather than a sign of failure. And if we talk about emotional regulation, Edith, CBT teaches parents to recognize triggers and regulate their responses. How either they are reacting or they are responding. So we help them model healthy coping mechanisms for their children when they are communicating with them. And this emotional resilience can turn heated arguments or tantrums into moments to practice empathy and connection. How parent can take it as an opportunity? Let me take an example, a parent managing their frustration during a child's meltdown. It demonstrates self-control and teaches the child how to handle strong emotions. So if I am here to calm my child, I can't shout. And mostly parents shout when they are trying to let their child calm. And they're asking them, shut up, keep calm, keep quiet. But their own voice is very, very loud. So then we teach them, just give a hug, just pat on their back, and just think of your inner mental dialogues. All is well, all is well. He or she is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wonderful.
See, here I use a very, very, very daily basis example. When our child is suffering with high fever in the middle of the night, and we have no physician close by, and we have no medicine even at home. So I would like to ask you, as parents, what you would prefer to do at that moment as a first aid.
Just be present.
Definitely hug them and be next to them. And of course, apply cold compress.
Great. We never use hot compress.
No.
When the body temperature is high, we always use cold compress. Similarly, when the child is showing tantrums, when they are anxious, when they are crying, we need to stay calm. This is the magical formula we simply teach with CBT. Okay. So similarly, if they are facing any problem solving skills, so we through CBT, we teach them to break down the issues into manageable steps. Take one step at a time rather than looking at the whole situation in large. So if a child struggles with social skills, for example, parents can explore ways to build confidence, such as role playing, social interactions, or encouraging small manageable steps like joining a club, joining a society. So whenever they are looking only on problem, they are only focusing and nurturing the problem. We help them to look on the solution. So with the help of this solution-oriented mindset through CBT, they can be very, very positive with hope, scope, and trust.
Oh, wonderful, ma'am. I'm sure parents are going to get a lot of idea about focusing on the strength rather than focusing on the problem which they are facing and making it bigger and bigger. So, ma'am, as we are focusing through courageous parenting to bring all the neurodivergent kids and parents along, can you please, you are my mentor. I would like to tell everyone that Dr. Sween ma'am is my mentor. So, she is doing wonderful work with ADHD parenting and ADHD coaches. So, can you tell us something about ADHD and CBT? What is the relationship and how can we use CBT with ADHD children as parents?
Thank you so much for this question. I was just waiting for how we can talk about some different kids in this huge crowd. Those kids who have a little bit of different conditions, either it is ADHD, it's autism, or some other learning disability, because post-COVID, it is a huge challenge for every parent and educator around the globe. They have to tackle such cases even in the crowd of normal kids. We can't differentiate who is the normal kid, who is the ADHD kid, and few kids they have mild autism, but they are managing well in other areas of life. So yes, specializing in CBT, it can help parents, teachers, educators to understand behaviors. And whenever we observe any challenging behavior like ADHD, as you asked, I will focus on it only. This is attention deficit, hyperactive, hypersensitive, hyperreactive, or hypercompulsive, impulsive, sorry, disorder. And whenever we hear this word disorder, tell me honestly,
It's
how you
disturbing.
feel?
Something is wrong. Yeah.
But I always start with this uh, phenomenon. This disorder is everything whenever it is not in order, simply. And when it is not in order, we always try to keep it in order. Very simple. We never feel it is distressful. But otherwise, if child behavior is giving us distress or it is creating dysfunctionality in any area of life, it is just an disorder. And we are supposed to do something different to put that thing in order. And when we talk about ADHD, simply we empower parents first about this term and how to manage differently with this child at home and school. Or we educate students or youngsters to manage their own behavioral difficulties. I would like to give in short a very powerful statement about ADHD kids. Do you know what is Ferrari?
Yeah.
We all know. Yes, ma'am.
So it is a high-speed sports car.
Yeah.
Everyone's dream, we can say. So ADHD brain, it is a Ferrari brain.
I love it.
So
Very
this is such
fast.
an empowering statement for an ADHD child when we tell them, you have a super fast high-tech brain. Oh, they feel so excited. Oh my God, I am superpower. But unfortunately, with bicycle brakes. So they can't control their impulses. They have so much energy. They are called hyperactive. They have so much of intelligence and curiosity to ask questions. So that is called, they are hyper impulsive. They can't wait for their turn. Okay. So they are so much sensitive because they are part of that neurochemistry is framed like this. They can't receive signals according to that speed as other kids are receiving. They can't hold information, retain or recall the information with the same speed. So that's how they are called hyper-reactive or hypersensitive. But when we tell them that this is a Ferrari with bicycle brake, so what we need to do? Oh yeah, then probably we need to strengthen our brakes. It gets so simple.
Absolutely.
So no blame game, no, not letting them realize that they are something deficit in something. No. Why to focus on attention deficit first? Parents, they just cry with this fact they have lack of focus, they have lack of attention. So first mind shift, I give them with this example. And then I tell them, this is very, very untrue statement, wrong statement. They lack focus and attention. No, they have huge focus and attention for something else which is very interesting rather than for that which is very boring. They can't understand a very lengthy textual information, but yes, they can learn very well from the visual or audio system.
Yes, ma'am.
So that's how we frame the solutions to let their problem mindset to solution mindset. Likewise, we train teachers also how to little bit make flexible classroom rules for those kids. If they are so much talkative, let them sit before you in the front row or besides you. Okay, so then they will not seek much attention from you. And if they are very hyperactive, let them do some classroom roles and responsibilities. Go pick that scale. Go bring that schedule. So they are always running here and there, and they are learning to be responsible rather than teasing anyone or poking anyone else in the class.
That's
So these are
wonderful.
few examples I can tell you about CBT, how we use CBT on the background to train parents, educator, as well as ADHD students.
Wonderful, wonderful tips.
Otherwise, this is my one of favorite topic, and I can talk on this ADHD for hours.
Yeah, definitely. We would love to hear it for hours. And as we are coming to finale of our interview, can you share with us, with our audience, your free gift to them?
Oh, yes, I will love to, because and this is the most sensitive topic we are addressing, and this is the very, very close to my heart. And as a cognitive behavior therapist, we have wonderful training programs with us, and I will be offering free CBT resource book for each and everyone connected to this platform. That will be shared according to your assessed platform, wherever it will be required. And then additionally 25% fee waiver on course in CBT, which is 1 month course for 4 weeks, Monday to Friday, 90 minutes, 60 to 90 minutes daily. And we are starting a fresh group on 6th January, evening 4:30 to 5:30 as per Indian standard timings. It will be Zoom online. So that will be direct 25% discount for everyone related to this courageous parenting platform, and part and parcel of this event. Yes.
Beautiful. It's a gift. It's a must-have for this Christmas.
Yeah.
It's definitely needed in the world, and how would the world look like if we would all take responsibility for how we are behaving? It's mind-blowing, but we are here and we are committed to supporting parents in their challenges.
So all the viewers will be getting all the resources just below the interview. We will be putting all the links right there for you all to go and grab it right now. and get the benefit of it. And I'm really grateful for you, ma'am, the work which you are doing for all of us, for all the parents and all the students here in India. And I'm sure across the world, people will come to know about you and will really be getting a lot of support through this Courageous Parenting Summit.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So my humble appeal to everyone connected through this platform, by committing to continuous learning, practice, and self-awareness, we all can build a fulfilling career as a CBT therapist and making a significant difference in the lives of our anyone around us. So please come forward, take psychology as a career, because it has huge potential, and we need more people, like-minded people, to make this world more meaningful and better place to live in. Thank you so much. Thank
Most
you.
definitely. Thank you so
Thank you, ma'am.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye for
Bye-bye.
now.